Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to our new class for the subject of accounting, that is second paper for class 11 and 12 business studies students. We were going to solve the financial statement of joint stock company. I have already taken 2 classes in this chapter. Now this is the third one. This is the lecture number 3. This is Mahmoud Hussain, Senior Lecturer, Department of Accounting, English Medium Section, Rajagutra Model College, Dhaka. Okay, dear learners, I think you are ready to take my new lecture for the chapter of financial statement of company. Now you can open your book, that is Accounting Learning Workbook, Level 2. I think you have taken your accounting book and accounting copy to solve the creative question of financial statement of company. Now we can go to the page number 324 for creative question exercise 2. Dear students, just I read it for time being. And for understanding, exercise number 2, the authorized capital of Dolphin Company Limited is Taka 7 lakh divided into 70,000 shares of Taka 10 each. The authorized capital, that is the nominal capital or registered capital of any company. The following trial balance and adjustment are available in this company. Dolphin Company Limited, trial balance as at 30 June 2014. Salary payable 12,000, advance rent 4,000, cash in hand 28,000, share capital 32,800, share issued, total amount 3,28,000, investment 1,12,000, accounts receivable and payable 88,000 and 60,000, balance of retained earnings, that is the last year net profit 1,14,800. This is the new item for accounting second paper. This is not available in accounting first paper and SSC level financial statement. So when you are required to prepare a retained earnings statement, then this balance will be taken in retained earnings statement as balance CD. Leasehold assets 20 years 1,08,000, goodwill 36,000, office equipment, goodwill, these items are fixed asset 28,800, closing stock, one kind of current assets, notes receivable, this item is current assets, notes payable, this item is current liabilities. Income tax is available in trial balance. These item, income tax and income tax provision, these items are to be taken in retained earnings statement under appropriations head. 2 items are newly implemented in accounting second paper, that is the financial statement of company. Commission receivable, one kind of current assets. Preliminary expenses, that is the one kind of fictitious asset, it's another name other asset, another name expenses not yet expired. Share premium, this is the new item for this label. This item is to be taken in financial position statement under reserve and surplus head. Mortgage loan, one kind of long-term liability. Total amount of trial balance 6,40,800 in debit and credit. Dear students, now I am reading the adjustment item. Depreciation on office equipment. Second one, leasehold assets will be written up for current year. Third one, interest accrued on investment 5,400 Adjustment number 4, sold goods on credit taka 50,000 but not recorded in the books of accounts. Number 5, unused stationery at the end of the year taka 2,880. Number 6, dividend to be proposed on share capital at the rate of 3%. Number 7, general reserve is to be created by taka for 4,000. From this trial balance and adjustment, you have to requirement A, determine the amount which are operating expenses. Requirement B, prepare a statement of retained earnings assuming current year net profit of taka 50,000. Current year net profit is given. Requirement C, determine the amount of total assets according to Company Act 1994, Schedule 11. Dear learners, I think you have taken your accounting copy for solving the creative question number 2. This is the page number 324. Okay, for 3 requirements, you have to draw 3 formats for in different pages. Okay, now I'm starting the requirement A. Determine the amount which are operating expenses. In this creative question, very interesting matter that in trial balance, no temporary item, that is income or expense, is not available in trial balance. But in adjustment, 2 adjustments are related to temporary accounts, that is the operating expenses. For requirement A, it can be said that in trial balance, all items or all accounts are related to permanent accounts, that is asset and liability. Okay, dear students, I think you have drawn 3 formats for 3 requirements. Requirement A, the amount of operating expenses is determined below. In particulars, you have to write lease assets written off. This item is one kind of adjustment. In trial balance, you are seeing leasehold assets for 20 years, taka 1,08,000. That is 1 year amount of asset to be written off. This item is to be taken as operating expenses. So 1,08,000 divided by 20, that is the amount of taka 5,400 for operating expenses. You have to write it in operating expenses. Another one, adjustment number 1, depreciation on office equipment at the rate of 10%. Depreciation expense is one kind of operating expenses in all level. So you have to write it under operating expenses. Office equipment amount 28,800. Depreciation on charged 10%. So 2,880 for this amount. Total amount of operating expenses in this math 8,280. Dear learners, I think you have written in your copy the requirement A. Now I can go to the requirement B. Prepare a statement of retained earnings. Okay, I have already said when you are required to prepare a financial statement, then all time to be applied a same format. Totally 4 columns to be used. Particulars, amount taka, detail, amount taka, detail, amount taka, total. 3 amounts columns are available. So in this way you have to prepare it. In lesson number 1, you saw the format of retained earnings statement. Now when starting the statement of retained earnings in this way, requirement B, statement of retained earnings of Dolphin Company Limited. for the year ended 30 June 2014. Okay, at first, which item to be written? Balance BD. That is the item of retained earnings balance. It is available in trial balance. You can see in trial balance of retained earnings taka 1,14,800 in credit item. So balance BD to be taken from trial balance in retained earnings 1,14,800 for the first item of retained earnings, and then current year net profit. Current year net profit is given in requirement B. Net profit current year taka 50,000. Now you can write in middle column total 50,000 and 1,14,800. Total of profit 1,64,800 in outer column. In this math, no other added item available, so you can go appropriations item. All appropriations item to be deducted from the total profit. Appropriations item number 1, income tax and income tax provision. Income tax and income tax provision, when in trial balance available, then you can take these items in retained earnings as appropriations. So income tax item is debit and income tax provision item is credit. Given information in trial balance, income tax amount taka 14,000, but income tax provision credit item 2,000. So 14,000 minus 2,000 is equal to taka 12,000. In this way, you have to write it in statement of retained earnings as appropriations item. Only 2 items are available in trial balance as appropriations, but another 2 adjustment for taking appropriations in retained earnings statement. Adjustment number 6, dividend to be proposed on share capital at the rate of 3%. Now you can go to the trial balance. Share capital of taka 3,28,000. 3,28,000 into 3%. What is the amount? This is the amount of 9,840. You have to write it in middle column in retained earnings statement is directly. Another item, general reserve is to be created by taka 4,000. We know new general reserve are from adjustment to be taken for general reserve. Then you have to go for appropriations item in retained earnings statement. So general reserve is to be created by taka 4,000. So total amount of appropriations to be taken in outer column 12,000 plus 9,840 and 4,000. Total amount of money for appropriations 25,840. Now total appropriations money to be deducted from the total of profit, that is 1,64,800. Now you can get 1,38,960. That is the amount of balance CD. This balance is to be transferred to statement of financial position under reserve and surplus column. Dear boys and girls of class 11 and 12 business studies, I think you've written your copy for the requirement of B, exercise number 2. So now you have to solve the requirement 3. Determine the amount of total assets according to Company Act 1994. So format is same and all time. Statement of financial position, that is partial position of Dolphin Company Limited as on 30 June 2014. We know financial position has 2 parts: assets side and capital and liability side, but you have to require only asset side. So this financial position is called partial financial position. Now we can start. Dear students, total of 4 heads are available in asset side according to Companies Act 1994, Schedule 11. Now you can start. For the first head, fixed asset, that is the long-term asset. In this creative question, 3 fixed assets are available: goodwill, lease assets, office equipment. Goodwill amount 36,000 from trial balance. Second amount, lease assets 1,08,000, but in this lease asset, one adjustment is available. We have already written in the first requirement, lease asset return of 5,400. It will be deducted from the amount of lease assets. So you can get 1,02,600 and take in middle column. Third one, office equipment in trial balance 28,800. But in adjustment number 1, depreciation on office equipment at the rate of 10%. So in all time, when depreciation is available in adjustment, then you can deduct it from the fixed asset, from the related fixed asset. You have written already in the requirement A, depreciation on office equipment 2,880, but in the assets you have to write it like accumulated depreciation or depreciation reserve or depreciation provision. This item is to be deducted from the total amount of office equipment. Now you can get 25,920. Now total of fixed asset 1,64,520. We are seeing in the screen. Dear students, second head of assets, this is the item of long-term investment. One item is available in this trial balance. Investment, taka 1,12,000. No adjustment are available, so you have to write in direct outer column 1,12,000. Now you can go to the third head, that is the current assets and advances. In this head, many items are available. First one, interest accrued on investment. This item available in adjustment number 3. So interest accrued, one kind of revenue income, and it is also a current assets. So you have to write it. Interest accrued on investment, taka 5,400 in middle column. Unused stationery. This item is one kind of current assets. It is also available in adjustment number 5. Unused stationery at the end of the year, taka 2,880. You have to write it. Advanced rent. This item is available in trial balance. Second item, advanced rent, taka 4,000 in middle column. Cash in hand. This is the best liquid asset in all business, cash in hand. So it is the current assets 28,000 in middle column. You have to write. Another item, account receivable. This item is debit amount, taka 88,000. But in adjustment number 4, sold goods on credit, taka 50,000, but not recorded in the books of account. For this adjustment, always to be added with accounts receivable. So I have already added in account receivable item, unrecorded sales, taka 50,000. Total amount of account receivable in middle column 1,38,000. Another most important item, current assets closing stock. It is available in trial balance. Take up 1 lakh. You have to write it in middle column. Notes receivable 12,000. Commission receivable 12,000. From the beginning level of accounting, you have already known all kinds of receivable amount to be treated as current assets. So you have to write it in current assets head. Total amount of current assets and advances to be taken in outer column 3,02,280. Already 3 heads of assets are completed. Another head is available, This is the item of fictitious asset. From SSC level, this item is known as other asset, but its alternative name is expenses not yet expired. In this math, I have written fictitious asset. One item is available in this math, preliminary expenses in trial balance 98,000. So you have to write it in middle column and go to third column or final column 98,000. You can see in your accounting copy is solved. Totally 4 heads are available in total column. Fixed asset, take 1,64,520. Long-term investment in outer column 1,12,000. Current assets and advances total 3,02,280. Fictitious asset and total amount 98,000. At this moment, total assets of business, that is the Dolphin Company Limited, is 6,76,800 only. Again, I am telling total assets of Dolphin Company Limited is 6,76,800. Dear boys and girls, it is time to take the new home assignment. Open at page number 320 from your accounting learning workbook level 2. This is exercise number 13. You have to solve it at your home. Okay, dear students, thank you so much. Inshallah, again I will come to take a new lesson for the chapter of financial statement of joint stock company. Till then, Allah Hafiz.